Yeah, very good morning to all. Thanks for joining. So let us start our session. So if you are facing any connection issues, see here. So if you are able to connect in this SQL developer, okay, if I'm going to connect SQL developer, so don't use in the same system, don't use two services. So you have installed Oracle XE as well as Oracle 21C as well as 18C, both. So because of both two services are running, it will get confused which one to connect. That is one point. The other one is provide the connection details very correctly. So if SQL developer is able to connect it in IICS also, you can able to connect it. If you are using 11G, as I told multiple times, if you are using 11G, it should be XE or ORCL. So whatever the connection you are using. So username will be HR and password will be HR and localhost 1521 XE, right? So as I told XE, you have to follow XE. In my system, I have used 21C. So that's why it is XEPDB1. But in your system, it will be XE. Okay, this is one thing. If you are testing here success, so definitely in IICS also, it should make success. So how to create a connections? So no need to create a connection all the times. Okay, so only one time you can create the connection here. gmail.com. Okay, so you can go inside. You can create only one time a connection, right? So no need to create multiple times connections. You can go to administrator page. So you can just create only one time a connection. That's all. That's enough. Okay. Go to connections here. Just to create a new connection. Okay. Only one time you create one connection for one database or flat file. If I want to create a connection for Oracle, just I'm creating a connection like this. So go to Oracle here or SQL Server here, any data sources you are using, you can create it. The runtime environment, you can choose desktop. Username will be HR. So password will be HR and the host name will be localhost. So service name in my system XCPDB1. But if you are using 11G, it will be XE only. So code page, you can use any code page. So I'm using UTF-8. So just to click on test connection, it should be tested. So here you should get the success. So here if you are able to connect, so definitely the same connection you have to use. So if the HR schema is on locked state, if it is locked state or you are not able to connect, so go to admin schema, execute the statement, alter user. Okay, it's a user. This is HR schema is called a user schema. Alter user HR identified by HR account unlock. So just to use it, execute it, the account will get unlocked, then you can use it. Okay, so this is the connection I want to tell you. Same way, how can I create connection for AWS account, right? So yesterday we have seen, right? So you can see here, so AWS connection, just you can mention the connection name. You can mention the connection name. So the connection name, you can see here. Type, you can choose a type here. So this type you have to select from add-on connectors. Okay. Then runtime environment, you can choose the runtime environment, access key and security key, the secret key. So these two will be there in S3, right? So you can go to the user, you can find in S3. So what is that access key and use the secret key. So that you have to take it. So in real-time project, if you are going with, so definitely they'll be providing all the information here, the connection information. You can create the bucket here So inside the bucket, you can create a folder also. So one more bucket is there. So you inside the bucket, you can create one more folder. So in this way, you can create it. So, but here what I'm going to do, I'm going to, so if you do not want, you can delete it. You can just delete it. So you can delete the object. So it will get deleted. So you'll see only the bucket alone. So this bucket, I have to load the data. So yesterday we have seen here I have file system, right? Here I have flat file in AWS. So here I have one file. So this is there in my AWS bucket. I have AWS S3. Okay, so here we have taken yesterday, like, so we have read the data from the AWS and then we have loaded into a table, right? So we have taken the data from AWS to Oracle table. So RDBMS. So we have taken, so anything is fine. So only thing is we are going to change the connection. So here we have taken the IICS, right? Here we have taken the IICS. Through IICS, we have read the data from this AWS S3 bucket, and then we have just loaded one-to-one. But in real-time project, if you want to apply some transformation logic, you can apply it here and then load it into any RDBMS or cloud or anything. Okay, or you want to upload into a drop zone, yes, you can upload it. So this today we are going to see the opposite way. We are going to read the data from RDBMS. Okay, so I'm going to read the data from RDBMS and I'm going to load it into AWS S3. So from S3, yes, you can upload it into any drop zone folder or anything. So that is also possible. So from here to here, I want to move. So how can I do? So here I have the table. So in HR schema, I have the table. So select star from the table. So employees table. So this table I can take. So this is also trial version. So that, so AWS is trial version and yeah, it will be there for 1 year. This AWS is a trial version. It will be there for 1 year. But as I told, you have to use very carefully since you have given credit card information, they may charge you. So don't use any paid services. Okay. So make sure that you are not using any paid services. So now, and if you have any questions, you can ask me. Allow me some time. I will complete this one. Then you can ask. So here, from here, I'm going to take the data. From this table, I'm going to read the data and then load it into a flat file. Okay. So how can I do it? So from RDBMS, I'm going to read the data and load it into S3 bucket. So how can I read? So this is like our normal real-time project you will do, right? So your OLTP is there in RDBMS. We want to read the data from this RDBMS, load it into S3 bucket. Or anything. Okay. So here AWS we are using. Then I will tell you in the next session, I will tell you how to load the data into GCP, Snowflake, or any other system. Okay. So here I'm going to load it. So go to this new connection. Okay. So go to data integration layer, services. Go to explore. In this explore, so go to the folder. So this particular project. So this particular folder. Then I will go to, so create connection, take source file and target create. Okay, so go to mapping, click on mapping here. Just I'm creating a new mapping. Just you can mention m underscore employees data. So I can take from Oracle to, okay, so Oracle to S3. So just I'm going to load it here, Oracle to S3. So how to load it? So this is the one location. Source I'm going to take Oracle table. So you can take from here, go to Oracle, just a source. You can mention that Oracle source and then you can choose the object. So this one we have seen already. So create the connection. We have already created the connection. Use the same connection. No need to create every time. And you can go to the field. Yeah, you can see the field. All the fields are correct. Okay, no need to change anything. Then I can go to the target. So here target only we have to do some manipulations. Okay, go to target. This is also one-to-one load only. Just you can take the S3 connections. The single object only. Select the connection. Okay. Okay, something's happening. Okay. Yeah, we have created. Why we are getting the error, right? So you remember we have deleted one. So this one we have deleted this folder, right? So because of this we are getting the error. So folder path you can, if you want, you can edit it. So this folder is not available. So we have just deleted it. Click on OK. Then now select. You can see here, this is the one, right? You can go to this particular bucket and create a new at runtime. You can provide the object. So T underscore employees data ORACL2 S3. Just I'm mentioning the name of the file also this way, .csv file. So if you want to create a dynamic file, yeah, you can put dynamic way also. The path, if you want to mention, yes, you can mention the path. So we have the path, right? So this is the path. It will create here itself. So this path we have already mentioned, it will create here only. So no need to mention. So here format you have to choose. The format you have to choose the flat file. So just select the format, flat file. If you're selecting the format, the same connection, same S3 connection I have used. Just it's a connector, right? That's all. So from this connector, I'm going to load the data. I'm going to read the data. Same connection only. No need to change the connection. Okay. Through this connection, it will go and connect. Then here, if you go to this formatting options, you can see this. You want CSV delimited file? Yes, I want delimited file. The delimiter is comma separated value file. Yeah, I hope you can able to see this comma and escape character. The last escape character we will use, right? You need a qualifier. I do not want the qualifier. So this is the one, you can use it. And code page header line number is 1 and the first data row is 2. From second line only we are getting, and this is what I'm getting. Okay, so just you can click on OK here. So if you want to do any other manipulations, just go to this advanced. You can do overwrite file if exist, right? Yesterday we have seen file merge. If I have some partitioned file, if you want to merge it, you can use this option. Okay, so just you can mention these options, target field. So this is the target field you can see, and the field mapping. So you can see here, field mappings also automatically it has connected. Just to click on save. So you remember we are taking the data from one RDBMS table and then loading into S3 now. Okay, save this, and this mapping is valid now. If you want to create that mapping task, you can create it. Just I'm going to run it. So in IICS, you can run mapping itself. Okay, so go to run. So source is nothing but our RDBMS table from here. Okay, from Oracle. So it will read the data from here. It will go and write the data into S3. Okay, so you can see here. So here I do not have any. So I do not have any RDS or Redshift connectivity. So because it's a paid one, so if I'm going to create, they will charge. So that's why I couldn't be able to create the RDS connection or Redshift connection. But in real time, you will have it, and then you can load it. See here, all the data has been loaded. Then you can go here, and then you can check. So you can reload the page. So whatever we have seen over there, so you can able to see this, right? So when it has been loaded, then what is the file? So you can go inside. You can see this when it has been loaded, all this. See here, you may get some permission error, but if you download this, so you can see this, the data has been loaded. But see here, it is data is getting loaded in this format, right? It's in this format. See the date format, it is getting this way. And other than that, everything is fine, but this date format only, it is getting this way. But I do not want this format. I have to change it. How can I change it? So go to this mapping, go inside the mapping. So this is the source, right? So click on the source. You can go to the field. Yes, source field is we are having, but the target field. So you can see here. So target, the incoming field. So hire date and target field also you can see. So if you're going to edit metadata, so hire date, yesterday you remember we did it, right? So you can provide any date column here. So date and time 9 digit, we have 29 characters. Okay, just a second. So this is date and time only.
Uh, Yesterday we saw that if you are doing it with like date columns, we have to, if it is date format, we have to use the to-char function. If it is a string, we have to use the date function. So,
Yeah, there we are converting into a database table. We are loading it, right? So there we will
mhm.
get the error. But here it is, we are not doing anything.
So
We
in
are here,
that
we
case,
are,
we have to do it in the source only, right? Changes. I mean, like we have to restrict the data from source only, whatever the format we need.
no. Source is Oracle table now. Source is Oracle table. The target only we have to check. See here, if you get here, the source is this one. See, if you look at here, the employee ID, first name, all this name we are here, we are having it, right? So this is from a database table. So here no need to change it. So we have to change it in the AWS only. So if you go to the connections, right? So where we have created the connection. So if you go to the connections, okay. So 1 minute. Sorry, the connections. Do we have any? No. Just a second, we will have one option here to change it. Yes, simply a date method, or we're having 29 characters, right?
I think in connections we have to change.
No.
In
Connections,
S3 connection higher date.
no. In connection, we will not have it. 1 minute.
So can we just preview the data if it is like coming exactly what as we are expecting in from source?
Yeah, 1 minute. It is not taking. See, if you look at the source, right? Source you can able to see here. Okay. See the preview data. From source, we are getting this way, right? So this way. So that's what you are getting loaded the data here. So we can go to field here. So, but here you can change it. Yes, here only. The source we will change it to date format. So date alone we will change it. Okay. So save this. And then run this. In source, we have to change. S3 connection, we are not going to S3 connection. It will not have any format. See, it's a flat file only, right? So it will not have any format. So if you see here, 2155, but after loading it, the time will change. We are written right overwrite. Since it is connecting to S3, it is taking some time. Yeah, if you see here, so 9:55, right? The time should have changed now. So here 10:02. So you can go to this file. So you can download. Okay. So still we have this format. Yes. So if you want to convert, we have to convert in the expression only. So only date format we have to cut and then we have to do. So why? Because if you see here, it is taking 29 characters. Right in the source, if you take, it is taking so 10 and here it is taking 29 characters. So that's the reason. Okay. So this format.
Can we just use SQL query? Is that possible? I mean, like as we are taking it from the relational database, I mean from Oracle, right? Not from flat file. So can we use SQL query?
Yeah, SQL query we can use. That and all I will take later. So here, if you go to the source, right? So you can open here, you can go to source. So instead of this one, you can write simply a SQL query here. You can write multiple object query here, or you can, if you want to write some queries, you can go to advanced. You can write here the pre-SQL, post-SQL, SQL query. So here we can write, but since we are having the 29 characters here, right? it is getting, the data is getting. So if I'm going here, now if you preview the data, from the source, I'm just previewing the data, okay? Yeah, it depends on the network. It will take some time. It will connect to the data center and then it will connect. It will preview the data. Yeah, from the source itself, this is what it's reading. So date and then this way. Okay, so we have 29 characters, right? That's what it is taking. Then we can use some expression. We can trunk. So that particular column, then we can load it. If I want to trunk that particular column, right? You can go here. You can expression. I will take some later, but here you can use O underscore higher date. So use date and time. Then you can click here. So trunk function, higher date. So validate. Then take this column to next level. In the target field mapping, just remove this higher date column. Okay, since it is the so I do not
high
want.
date is there.
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. Sorry. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, we have to map the output port, right? Wo high date to high date.
Yes. This is a flat file. So target is a flat file here. We cannot map it. Okay. So since target is a flat file, we cannot map it. If you do not want that particular field, we have to remove the field. So from here. So from expression, we have to remove the field. So go to this field, incoming field. So you can exclude that particular field, the next one transformation. But here we cannot remove it. That's why they have given. So here we cannot remove it. So if you look at here, incoming field, if you do not want from here, right? This field, if you do not want, you can add one more, or you can put all the field, named field, configure all field except the higher date. If you go to the field mapping now, so it will not have any higher date now. So field mapping is not available. One minute. Whatever the field we want to have, so that field alone we have to take. So manager ID, higher date. This is incoming field, include all the field. Okay, so this field we are getting in the target or not. So target field, mapped field. So you may get null value here. Sorry, just a minute. I will include that field. This field is not taking 1 minute. Sorry.
Drag and drop is not there, is it?
No. Here we cannot do the drag and drop since it is a flat file here. We have to take one more time the target object.
Okay, so I guess we have to restrict the data from source only. I think so.
Sorry.
I guess we have to restrict the format from source only. So it is simply taking as it is, right? In from source.
No. Source, from source we have the data is coming from the source is stable, right? Yeah, see now it got loaded, right? So since it is a flat file, it has taken the previous file structure. So I have refreshed it. So now we got the O_hire date. So I'm going to run it. If you do not want that field, we have to remove it now. So how I have removed, right? The same way. So just these are all some small changes only. Yeah, we will follow. Yes, still running. Yeah, all the 107 record loaded now. I'm just going to the bucket. You can see now it should loaded. Okay, I have changed the file name. You can see here it has been loaded. Okay, so from here, yes, still it is loading this format only. Okay, I will check this option and I will test. I will let you know this date format alone. Okay, so we need to do some changes. This option alone, I will tell. No, nothing. Just we have taken the data from RDBMS and loaded into S3 bucket. Okay, the date column, since we are here, we have the date we are having. So if you take here, so 2_char, right? So 2_char of hire date, comma. So I'm taking dd-mm-yyyy. So hours, minute, and seconds. So if you see the data format, so in this format only in source we have 00. So this format we have taken, that's what it is loading, but we have to truncate. So that option alone, I will check it and then let you know. Okay, so don't get confused. Just read the data from RDBMS and then load it into S3. Okay. Here, since it is a flat file, it is loading this way. Okay. I will tell you this option alone. Okay. So any questions here? So do you have any account for AWS account? So if you have in the real-time project also, if you have just in real-time project, just to do it, okay. But here normally while using that in your trial account, so use it with very carefully, okay. So now I will take some data from the Excel sheet. So normally Excel sheet, we will not use in our real-time project, right? Normally Excel sheet we will not take, but some in IICS, it has the capability to read the data from Excel sheet. So how to read it? So if you look at here, I have the Excel sheet data. So in this format. So employee ID, employee name, date of birth, and salary, skill set, city and country, all this data we have. Okay. So here also we have the date and time format. Sorry, date format. So here I have the transactional data. So transaction date, transaction ID, transaction account number. So all the data we have. So this data I have to read it. So we have two sheet in single workbook. I have to read the data and then load it into a table. So here I just created two tables. So you can also create a table. So go to this core schema. You just create one table structure with this one table structure for this one to load the data. So we are having a data in the Excel sheet. Okay. So here we have the data in the Excel sheet. So from the Excel, we have to read the data and then load it into the table. So here we have the Excel and it has two sheets. One is employees data, other one is transactional data. So from this, I have to read the data and then load it into a table. So here it's Excel, two sheet we have. And then here I have two tables, one table for employees table. Another one is transaction table. So in this table, I have to load. So this is EMP, this is TXL. You assume that transactional data, two sheets are there. So here I'm bringing the IICS. So through IICS, so read the data from source and then load. So Excel sheet. So normally Excel sheet we will not use in our Power Center, right? So if the customer is saying that, okay, I will send the data in Excel sheet, we'll ask them to send in the CSV file. But here we can read it. So in order to read the data from Excel sheet, you have to follow two different functionalities here. First one is the component. The component you have to use ISM. So ISM is nothing but intelligent structure model. So you have to use intelligent structure model. So to define the Excel sheet structure. So this is the structure we are getting, right? So two files we have. So this is the structure we have that we have to tell. And then you have to go to the structure parser. So you have to use the structure parser to parse the data. So this is nothing but a transformation only. So how to do it? So these two options we need to have. So first we will take the intelligent structure model. So go to new, go to components. Previously we have seen the components like the fixed with file format, right? Now we will take the intelligent structure model. Just to choose this one and provide the ISM for Excel, okay? ISM for EMP underscore TXN, right? Transactional data, employees data. So just you can take this one and then save this. So it's loading actually. We'll go to the new asset, components, intelligent structure model created. So just to create ISM, then here we have the file sampling or entire file. If you are going to give entire file, just click on entire file data, choose the file. So just we have to mention the file, which file I'm going to read. So this is the file, right? We can remove this, close this file. So you can choose this file. Then here you can find the data. Okay. So it has display as two files. One is EMP, other one is TXN. If you choose TXN, you will be seeing that TXN and EMP. So you can check the date format, how it is reading. So date format is reading, it's MMDD format, right? MMDD format. Same way here also. MMDD format. This format only it is reading. So you can discover the structure. You can click on the discover structure, and this IICS should be able to create a structure here like this. One Excel sheet, one Excel workbook. Inside the workbook, we have the two sheet. One is EMP, other one is TXN. In the EMP also, you have the elements, different elements. So here we have element 1, element 2. So in this element, you can see this, click on this one, and it will display all the field names here. Employee ID, employee name, date of birth, and salary, all this. Then element 2 here, the second one. If the file is not reading properly, then you have to go here. Okay, so go to this one. If the data is there, okay, some other, not from starting from this A1 column, it is starting from different column, or column name is different. So you can edit it. You can go and edit here. If you want to change the name of the column, you can change it and then click on OK. Okay. So as of now, we are not doing anything edit. Just you can click on save. Okay. Intelligent structure model has been created successfully. So now you go to, so this one you are clear, right? So you take the data from Excel sheet. You can take one single Excel sheet. Within the sheet, you can take two sheets, or you can take only one sheet also. That's also fine. Okay, so just to take this file and then create first intelligent structure model. Okay, so now you go to new mapping, create a mapping source. So here source, right? So in order to create the source, we need to have a intelligent structure model structure parser. If you go to the transformations, you can find a structure parser here. Okay, structure parser. This one we have to take. So normally, first you will take the structure parser, and where the file is available, that we have to tell in the source. So click on the structure parser, open this, and in the structure parser, you have to select the ISM which we have created. Go to, sorry, not this one. Yeah, this one only, this folder only. So here we have created this one right today. So just to select this. It's a output as relational. That means it will come in the table format. Yes. Then you can go to the incoming field. It will not have any incoming field. So first of all, if you choose the ISM, then only it will have the input and output. Once after the choosing. So you can take the source from here, from input. So what you have to give input? So here we have given the structure model, right? What we will give here. So here we have to provide the where is the file is available. So file is available in the C drive, SRC file, right? You have to create one config file. So in the config file, this way you have to mention file path. So below you have to mention the file. Okay, for even for XML file, even for JSON file or any other file format, first of all, we have to tell the file path. Like indirect file loading, we will tell the file path, right? The same way here also, we have to tell the file path. This format you have to mention. File path, below you have to mention the file path. This file name. So this file we have to give. So input. Choose input here, go to source. So connection, you can choose source flat file or source flat file 1. You can select. This is the file, right? Just to choose this file. Then we are not doing anything, just to file path. Go to this one, structure parser. Here only we have to give the field mapping. So take this file path to this file path. That's all. Once you have connected, okay, so in the incoming field, you can see input group. In the output field, right, you can find undefined one, that is file path. The second one is element one, employee ID, employee name, date of birth, all this you can able to see. And element two also. But here you cannot change the data type. Okay, so two Excel sheets are there. That's why element one, element two. So how you have created input file? Which file? Excel file? Excel file you are asking? This Excel file? Manually we have to create. Manually you have to create this file. But I will tell you this, I will send you this file, okay? So you can use this file. Or you can create one file just simply, then you have to use. Then here I have created a table. Here I have created a table. So truncate table, table name T_EMP. This is the table I just created. Same way I have created T_TXN, this table. So just I'm using this table, you have to use it, create it, okay? Same number of columns I just created, T_EMP also. And what about input? Where input? Yeah, input, that's what, right? Input, you have to create this file, file underscore path. This path you have to mention where is the file is available. This EMP_TXN file, this file, right? This is the input file you have to create. Then this is the element one, element two. Okay, so element one, element two, you can see this two file is coming, right? Two sheet. Okay, then since I have date column, you have to use expression. So take expression here. Okay, so take expression transformation just for the conversion I'm taking. So you can use it, element one. Then I can take this one just to open this expression. Yeah, you have to use expression. So here I can use O underscore. So what is the field name? Date of birth. EMP, what is the field name? Date of birth. TXN, it's a transaction date, right? Okay, so here I will take O underscore date of birth. It's a date and time column in target. Then configure. Same way, it's coming like input as character. You have to use 2 underscore date of this date of birth column, comma. What is the format it has? The format is, so we have seen, right? The format is
MDDDYY.
DDYY format. Okay, this is the format we are getting. You can put 4Y also, no issues. So this format only we are reading it. And same way you have to use the same formula for transactional data also. So this one you can take it to target. Go to target. So we will take the target table. Select the target table. So T underscore EMP. Insert operation only, truncate target table, go to field mapping. Yeah, so you can do smart map. So since it is a it's a target table, you will have all the options. But if it is a flat file, you will not have this option. Okay, this changeable. So O underscore data, but one way we have completed. The another one, another file, right? So another expression you have to use it. One more expression here. So take the second sheet, right? Go to structure parser, you just connect it. While connecting itself, it will ask which element I want. So element 2 I have to take, right? So just to take it. So from the element 2, you can go to the target. Okay, one more target. You can choose the target here. So you can connect expression 1. So here also you can use transactional date. O underscore txn underscore date. It's a date and time. Same way, just with this one and all, we have already completed, right? So we can take to underscore date of transactional date, comma, it's DD YY format. Validate, it should be valid. Click on OK. Then go to target here, field mapping. Just sorry, we have to take this target, right, for this different target. Go to connection, target, choose the target table, T underscore TXN, transactional table. Okay, just we have created two different table. That's all. Go to truncate and table, field mapping. So here also you can go for exact or smart map. Remove this transactional date. So take this one, new date. Okay, just click on save. It should be valid now. Yes, the target table you have to create it. I told, right? This target table you have to create. So create table statement. You have to use it. You have to create. Then I'm just running it. As of now, I do not have any data. If you don't use expression transformation, it will fail. In the structure parser, check what is the format and then load it. Okay. So here, whatever the data we have, so transactional data, it has loaded, right? It has loaded into the table. This employee data, it has loaded into the table. So what we did it, right? So we have the data in the Excel file. Your customer sending the data in the Excel file, it has two different Excel sheet. The Excel workbook, inside one workbook, you can take only one also. You can take two also, no issues. If you want to read the data from Excel file in IICS, we have to use intelligent structure model. Where it will be available? It will be available on the component. Go to component. First define the intelligent structure model. In this structure model, just take that file and then create a model. Okay, just take the model, take the file and create a model here. Even one single sheet or two sheets. Just to create a model, save this model. So this model only we have to use. It cannot read directly from the file. Okay, so directly from the source. So you have to create one source. That source contain where the file is present. Okay, where the file is present, that option you have to give. File underscore path, then you have to mention this way, the file path. Okay, this is our source. This is our source file. So this file, this is our intelligent structure model we have to give. So intelligent structure, the structure parser, select the structure parser, this transformation, then inside the transformation, you provide the structure model here, whatever we have selected. Then go to field mapping. You can see the field mapping here. Just you can map it. It will not have any field. Output field only, it will have all the field here. Element 1 and element 2. You cannot change the data type. So as we have seen in our S3, right, we cannot change it. The same way here also we cannot change it. Then go to expression. Expression you change it. Load it into the target table. Okay. So we read the data from Excel file. Use the structure parser. Change the data type into date and data type. So from here it is coming different format. We have to change it to, it should accept in this target table, right? That's why we are converting. Then we have to load it. Clear? So this one. So previous exercise also you are clear, right? Whatever I did it. So we have taken the data from RDBMS table to S3. We have just loaded. The date format alone I will tell you tomorrow. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, you can ask me now.
Yeah,
I will answer. We have 10 minutes.
In relational database, if you use the relational database source, you can see the source types, right? We have a query type as well. Okay.
Hmm.
What is the difference between that query type and the override query?
Okay, so this source you are asking. Yeah, source concept I will take separately, but since you have asked, I'm telling. Yeah, if you go here, source should be a table. Okay, you are asking for table only, right?
Yeah, correct. Relational table as a source.
Okay,
Yeah, here.
so yeah,
Correct.
okay.
Yes, here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Source type.
which one you are asking? Source?
Source type. If you pull down, yeah, there is a source type. Click over. Yeah, this is the query here.
Yeah, so you can write some query also. See, for this query, right, you can write some query also. So here itself, you can define some queries. So combining some columns, combining some tables, you can write
Yeah,
it.
understand.
Hmm.
Okay, what is this based on this query?
Both are
the
equal
data
only.
is going to be select. Oh, both are
Yes.
same.
Same.
Okay. You mean to say, suppose if I want to use one override query, I can give it here as well, here, or I can use there is a query options down below. There also I can give it.
Yes.
That's what.
Yes. If you are choosing any table, okay, so if you are using any table, single object, you can directly, if I have only single object query, then you can go to advanced, you can write the query here, SQL override. So here multiple object you are selecting. So if I have employees table, department location, or customer table, product table, or anything. So if I want to combine this multiple tables, you want to join query, you have to write. So that you can write. I'm not going to take any object, just I'm taking simply a query. Okay. Simply I'm going to write a query. Based on the query, the column will be defined like a view. So we have a view.
Even if that in that case the source structure also automatically taken from the query, right?
Created based on this query we are writing here.
Okay.
It's like a view we are creating, right? So
yeah, got it.
So that option it will take. But
Okay.
if you are taking like this, but structure will be taken from the source table.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You got it, right? So this source object here, if you go to the field, so based on the source object field, it will take. See, this source option I will take next week. Okay, why? Because let me complete the basic. Then I will go to the source and then all the transformation one by one.
Yeah. Well, in practice, I came to know what is the difference, and that's what I'm saying. One more thing in Power Center, if we want to backtrack the logic for a particular field, we can right click on that, we can backtrack it.
But here we
by
do
the
not
way,
have.
We don't have, right?
We don't have. And as I told, we have to do the debugging option only for previewing the data. So that's what you can able to do. Even very big mapping, right? So you have to preview the data, you have to backtrack it. So there is no option directly. So like one single field, just we will take select link path and all in Power Center, but that option is not available here.
Okay. Maybe in the real-time scenario, if you have a number of transformations, if you want to backtrack for single field, each and every session we need to, each and every transformation we need to check and get to
Yes,
know
you have to run the debugging mode. Okay, preview data, and then preview data only you can able to see.
Okay.
So as of now, we do not have any provisions.
Okay.
Maybe in future they may take.
Mhm.
They're adding. Okay, so while starting this this IICS, they didn't bring these many objects and all. So now only they have taken that maplet and all. Newly they have added. So previously we do not have any maplet and all. So now they have added maplet. So they keep on adding. So we'll expect some concept they will add it in future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today, whatever the Excel, right? I like it. Yeah. This is the new scenario. We never see this scenario, even in the power center.
Yeah. Power
Excel.
center, we do not have. Power center, we will ask them to, or if they are sending the power center, if they are sending, okay, if the customer is saying that, okay, I will send only this one, then we will convert it actually.
Yeah,
We'll
these
convert
kind of
by using.
scenarios, in real time, maybe it would be useful for loading the static data, kind of lookup tables, all those things. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this one
thank
you
you.
try. Okay. This one you try. Today that
Yeah,
Excel
sure.
sheet you try. And
Mhm.
if you have any AWS connection, just to try AWS also. So all of you I'm telling. Okay.
Okay.
So why? Because AWS, so you will get to know that, okay, how to get it, how to connect. See, in real time, we can use project AWS, we can use at any level, but here just some restrictions are there. Okay, they might be charging. That's why I restricted only this bucket. Okay, I'm not going beyond that.
Chandra, could you please explain taking an JSON file format or Avro file format like this, like an Excel?
Yeah. Actually, JSON file format and Excel and all, I will take separately while coming in the transformation. Why? Because I have to tell this one Excel file, right? So you have to use the hierarchy parser and hierarchy builder. So this will come in the transformations.
For using a JSON and Avro file formats?
Yeah. You have to use the XML file, all this, right? You have to use the hierarchy parser. It will have the hierarchy, right? So
Yes.
XML file, it will have the hierarchy. JSON file, it will have hierarchy. Avro file, it will have the hierarchy. So that hierarchy we have to define first. So hierarchy parser to read the data, hierarchy builder to create a file. I want to create a JSON file. So from DBMS term, I want to create a JSON file, then you have to use a hierarchy builder. Okay. So this will, I will take the transformations, or I will take once our this S3 and all. Don't worry on the S3 part. I will take one more time. Okay. So some of you asked again take S3. Yeah, that one I will take. Okay.
Okay, Chandra.
Tomorrow, please start from beginning, from loading S to S3. Yeah. Okay. I will take that. One more time I will explain so that you will get clear idea. Yeah, any other questions? You are able to follow, right? Or I'm going fast, slow? We have a lot of concept. So I will take all the concept, but you are able to follow. Yeah.
Sir, just a request. I'm not sure whether it is possible or not. So, as you said, this AWS is kind of volatile. Like we might get charged. Okay. So, as you already created an account, so is it possible you to create a dummy account and share it with us? Like if it possible, still you need to.
No dummy account also. We have to use the credit card.
Okay, so that is the
Okay.
concern.
Yeah,
big
if you
concern,
have
right?
used right, then they will charge in the card. Without card, we cannot create it.
Okay,
Credit
so
card or debit card.
yeah, the big thing is like we are not getting any alerts also, right? So if we are like
Yes,
they
correct.
are charging,
We will not get alert. If you go to this one, right, the billing and everything, your settings. So you'll have your billing. So billing you will have. So if you go here, it's they will charge. Okay, if you are giving anything, So that's why, so even if you check in real time also, sorry, in the YouTube or anything, so those who are teaching AWS, right?
No,
So they will,
I did some search on this. I did Google search, internet like materials also, like video material, but there is no clear concept on like how they are charging, and also that is a big like
yeah, see here,
query.
they will charge $1, then they will create an account here. $1 they will, so but you have to you carefully you have to use, otherwise they will charge. See, you have the free tier account, right? So this free tier account, they will give,
Yeah, in free time we only get S3, the storage only.
yeah, see here. So this much only I have used. So you can go up to 80%. Okay, but if you are using more, then they will charge. That's why I'm restricting. Yeah, anyone, if you want to create an account with your responsibility, then tell me. I will guide you how to create an account, how to create a S3 bucket, how to provide the user account. All this I will tell.
Okay, so we'll connect on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, Saturday connect, then I will tell you how to do this. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, just we have taken, as of now, we have taken only flat file to table, table to flat file, and S3 connection. Then we will, tomorrow session, we'll see some other connections. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you.